The ability to send broadcast emails is fantastic. Now, what this is in comparison to the auto response messages is that the auto response messages are going out on a set schedule. So you can create 20, 30 auto response messages and they're going to go out as you have set it up. The downside to that is if you have a company with a product or service, or you're part of a company with an opportunity, you're going to have things that are relevant to today that are not in your auto response messages because you don't want to have time sensitive information in those. So we use the broadcast to send out those one-time emails. For example, if your company is running a special discount on a product until the end of the month, now you would go ahead and create a broadcast email, send that to your database, your prospect list, let them know about the discount and get the conversions from that. And then you can use the broadcast tool depending on the package you're on, sometimes every day. And so let's take a quick look here and just go over the page. It's very similar in the same principles as the auto response messages. Basically, it's very important to become familiar with writing good emails, good subject lines that are going to get your emails opened, and then good ad copy following sales psychology like AIDA, getting their attention, creating interest, developing desire, and then a call to action. So it's good to become more and more familiar with these, and the more time you put into understanding the flow of sales psychology, you'll be able to increase your conversions. Okay, now you can send broadcasts in HTML or plain text. If you know that you're going to be using a specific broadcast message on a calendar cycle, then you could go ahead and set up a template email with that. And these are all discussed in other videos as well if you want to go to the auto response section. But simply the template emails, you're basically just creating an email template, saving it, and then what happens is when you come to create your broadcast, you would use this red envelope right here, and you're going to find your template, click on it, and it's going to automatically populate your broadcast message body. Okay. Next, anytime you create your broadcast message, it is highly recommended that you do a spam test on it. And there are two services here, very easy to use. Let's take a look here at emailspamtest.com. Simply click Get Started. You'll put your subject line in here, and then you can get your HTML source code from your broadcast. So if we were to put in some text, we click on the HTML button. You'll see that you have source code here, and you'll see that in between those lines it wrote this hard break code. We would copy that. We would come back to the free online spam test. We would paste it in here. We would also take the plain text, which would simply be this text here without the HTML tags in it, paste that in here, and then click check for spam. This is going to give you results based on the words you're using, perhaps capitals, perhaps exclamation marks. It's very educational, and through this process you'll even become better at writing spam-free emails. And next I want to go over the signature. On the signature page that you should have set up when you first created your account, this signature will append to every email that goes out of the system, whether it's a broadcast or an auto response message. So when it comes to the broadcast, you want to remember that that signature is going to append automatically. So you may not want to add another signature here. Just keep that in mind so it doesn't duplicate. You have two signatures and people don't want to do anything with you because you seem weird. So then now creating your subject line, you can use all this WYSIWYG editor, you can create hyperlinks, insert images, all of that. And then what you'll do is you choose your recipients. Now you can either email your leads or you can email your referrals to the system. So if you have been referring people to Lead Capture Page Boss as an affiliate, now you can also email that group of people, whether you want to encourage them to purchase the Guru Lead Crusher, upgrade to a professional package, whatever it may be. But let's go ahead now and take a look at the leads as well. And so depending on the lead groups you want to use, you can either check all of them or you can select just specific packages. If you've been using, say, 3 or 4 pages to split testing on the auto response series, then you choose your date and time to send. You can ignore this and it'll put it in the queue and send it out on the next blast from the server, or you can go ahead and queue it ahead a couple days if you want. So you could actually set up 5, 6, 7 broadcasts and then have them scheduled to go out later in the future. And then simply click send mail, and that's how you send a broadcast.